Today is July 2nd. The year is 2022. Saturday, July 2nd, the hottest hell today. Outside, I just came from out there. It is, let's see, I think about 90-something degrees out there. I'm trying to figure it out. It actually says 88. It's a lot hotter than that, but it might be correct. So it's another hot day here in Georgia. We are sitting around here. Wouldn't want to be in R. Kelly's shoes right about now. You know, you have a celebrity given an amazing opportunity. I guess we've seen quite a few celebrities, black celebrities and white celebrities too, or white entertainers, or whatever you want to call them. Entertainment, black, white, whatever race. Maybe race doesn't matter in this equation. But it is concerning to see R. Kelly, who was, I would consider, a superstar in the music world. He was huge at one point in his life. And now he's sitting behind bars for 30 years. Really, effectively a life sentence. Because he may not be able to live through that. And he's still facing pending charges, federal charges and state charges. 30 years from pussy. So it's kind of like, okay, wow. What the fuck was he thinking? Maybe he wasn't thinking. The thing that gets on my nerves about R. Kelly, because I don't have no sympathy for R. Kelly. R. Kelly had a trial a few years back. And he got away with this shit. You would think after he went to court that first time, facing similar charges, that he would have went someplace and sat down and said, oh, I can't make that mistake no more. But instead, he doubled down on his behaviors. Now, some of y'all living in this world of conspiracy theories and, you know, they out to get R. Kelly, and R. Kelly was going to buy NBC. You know, I can see this. I don't tend to read this foolishness I see on the internet about R. Kelly and what he did. But I do know back in the 90s, I saw a video of R. Kelly urinating on a young woman. And at that point in R. Kelly's life, he was fairly large, pretty big back then. And he recorded himself. I'm not sure if it was a sex type. I can't remember what all took place in that video, but I do remember the key thing was that he urinated on this girl. And he made a video of this shit. You that stupid to record yourself doing this to an underage girl at that time? I don't know. I didn't really follow a lot of the R. Kelly stuff. I don't know if his victims were all underage, or they said they were held against their will, or just a whole bunch of stuff I didn't follow, because I just thought, I ain't got time for that nigga and this shit. I just remember that interview he did with Gail Williams, and he's yelling and screaming he's acting a damn fool. R. Kelly's made his bed, so he's got to live in it. He got to lay in it. You know, he made his decisions a long time ago. And we've seen over the last few years quite a few people in the entertainment world, news world, a lot of even CEOs have been taken down by their behaviors towards women, sexual predators. I mean, just terrible people use their power to harm and manipulate people, men and women. So R. Kelly, I don't have no sympathy for him. I just don't. I hate it happened to him, but I hate that he allowed those inner demons in him, that sexual, his sexual behavior, our sexual addiction, to destroy his life. Basically, we've all seen it happen with so many people. They just don't know when to sit down and shut the fuck up and just get someplace and have a seat and say, I'm grateful to have what I have. Had R. Kelly stopped what he was doing back in the 90s, he probably wouldn't be in prison right now. And possibly could have consumed continued a very lucrative career in the music industry. I don't think he's gonna go broke. I think never know, they might be, now they're gonna get him on and they got him in criminal charges. They might go after him financially, the victims, because he still has money coming in from records he made 30 years ago, back in the 90s. R. Kelly's been around for a little while now, for decades. But he just threw it all away. As far as I'm concerned, he threw it in the trash can. He had some opportunity to do something great with his life, but he chose not to do that. So he chose to do something foolish, and he paid a heavy price for it. So ain't nobody we can do, just sit back and kind of, it's very sad that he chose that path. I'm not even sure if, I wonder was he thinking properly? I wonder was he really thinking about what could become of the scenario? Or was he just be acting and behaving on it? It just makes you wonder what could have been going on in his head. That he did this. Now, that 30 years is a long time. It's effectively a death sentence unless he goes to court and somehow his sentence is overturned. Possibility he did take it to a jury trial. You can plead it out. You never know what they might do on the other side. And then when he gets to the federal judges and judicials, he'd probably go all the way up to the Supreme Court. Good luck with dealing with them, but the people sitting on that court right now, I'm sure he's going to file an appeal. That might not do him no good either. You never know. Bill Cosby got out on appeal. He won this case. I don't know. I could imagine having all that money, all that success, all this good stuff going for you, and you got this fetish for young women that you can't just get rid of. You can't control yourself. And again, that's just my thoughts and opinions. But you would think R. Kelly would have learned something from his previous court case dealing with this issue. I guess he didn't learn shit. And here you are now, and double down. Went deeper, double down. That was the most foolish, well. However, I know I've read the comments, y'all think they went after R. Kelly, but they didn't go after this white person or that green person or that Martian. They didn't went after some white folks, and they didn't went after quite a few people with these allegations against them, and they've gotten convictions on black and white people. So y'all can and they set that to the side, thinking that R. Kelly made his decision decades ago what he wanted to do. And when he got busted in the 90s, he should have stopped, reevaluated, and said, nah, I can't do this no more. I need to get some help so that I don't have these issues. Maybe he didn't take it serious. Maybe he didn't care. Maybe, celebrities tend to get very arrogant with their behaviors. Anyway, last night, there was an incident. A friend of mine was in town. Came in town for the 4th of July weekend, and he went to a party. At this particular event where he was at, there was a group of guys at this house where he was, or a house or townhouse, whatever it was a house party. And these guys were doing drugs, meth and some other stuff. And he didn't want to participate in it. So I was talking to him on the phone. He said, man, I can't believe I came all the way down here. This is what these niggas are doing down here. I said, we should have known by now that's what they do. I mean, that's what everybody's running around doing drugs now. And I told him, I said, you know what, if I were you and you don't want to be around, then leave. But I came with them. I said, you leave, call Uber. If you're surrounded by people doing dangerous shit that you don't want no parts of and you see what they're doing, then leave. Leave. Catch your Uber, go to the club, go whatever. Do what you want to do and catch up with them later. So that's what he ended up doing. He called him an Uber and went on to the club without them. He told him he'd catch him with them because he didn't want to be around that shit. It's common sense to tell you some things. This man has a good job. He's not into drugs. He's not into that scene. He's around these people doing this stuff that he had no clue that they were doing this shit. Now he sees what they're doing. He don't want nothing to do with it. He wants to go on about his business and separate himself. So just in case something were to happen, he can honestly say, well, I wasn't there. I was around him. You never know. Well, I don't know why this beard is so itchy. But anyway, you never know what might happen. Common sense got to kick in and say, I don't want to lose what I work so hard for to be around a bunch of niggas doing shit that I ain't doing and want nothing to do with. You know, so he made the wise decision. And I brought that up because R. Kelly was surrounding himself around people who enabled his bogus behavior. And nobody called him on his bullshit. And because of this is why he's sitting in that prison system right now. For those of you who believe that he did what he was accused of doing. I know some of y'all caught up in the conspiracy world. I ain't gonna never leave that shit alone. It's a conspiracy against R. Kelly. Okay. What about all the women? These women made this stuff up? Is R. Kelly where he deserves to be? I can't answer that question, but I think I don't work for the judicial system. I am not even 100% sure of all the charges against him or what he was accused of doing. I had read up on before in the past. I don't know, something that bit my ass. No wonder. I'm like, what the hell? Bit my damn ass. Anyway, I love to hear you all's thoughts and comments on what you think about R. Kelly and his foolish behavior. And how he jeopardized, he destroyed his career. I mean, destroyed it. He destroyed it. Though R. Kelly's career is dead and gone. I mean, he lost his freedom, destroyed his career. Did he not know what he was doing? Yeah, we can't keep saying everything a damn conspiracy against somebody. This nigga did what they said they accused him of doing. Did he do it or he didn't do it? According to the court system, they found him guilty of it, so he must have done it, according to the court system. And I think there was probably substantial evidence or enough evidence to convict him and enough witnesses to come forward and say this is what took place. This is some water. I don't know why I'm over here, man. I haven't been drinking water lately. I gotta start guzzling down my water. And it was a scorcher outside. I'm gonna take this dog outside. It is hot. Look, Georgia Power sent me a special little gift. That's $700 utility bill. I looked at that bill, $700. I mean, I flicked all them lights out, air conditioning, all that. Okay, we're gonna get this shit under control. And now I got the app working, so I can look at that thermostat and control it. Okay, turn this shit off, turn this 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 off, turn all that shit off. God damn it! Just keep the refrigerators going. When I'm not here, I turn that off. Poof. Well, you can't really turn it off all the way in this heat. You got to at least keep the house. It's always something. But you know what? I'd rather sit here and deal with scratch my head over $700 utility bill than be locked up behind bars accused of sexual misconduct with people who didn't want to have sex with me because I had money and power and I abused my privilege and abused people and give me a $700 utility bill any damn day. Oh, it's $700. I'm gonna pay for this shit. I'll figure it out. Versus me laid up behind bars with no windows, no doors, freezing cold because they got the air so low. Yeah, they pay for everything, but who want to be there? I can assure you, R. Kelly does not want to spend another night in that damn jail cell. What the fuck was he thinking? What did he think was going to come of this? When it came after you the first time, I would have got my shit together then. One time, that's all. The first time they came after they charged him with that shit in Chicago and he beat that trial, he should have went someplace and set his fucking ass down and said, thank the Lord I made it through that. But no, he keeps going. More victims. More victims. That's why I don't have no sympathy for him. Because there was some opportunities for him to correct his fucking bullshit and move forward with a clean slate. But instead, he moved forward still doing the same bullshit that he had been doing to more victims. That's why he got 30 years in prison. A lot of victims here. A lot of victims. I'm trying to shave this shit off. Ooh, I'm going to shave it off. I'm going to go up there and wash it up and clean it up and see if I can stop this itchiness. I don't know. Well, it's July 4th weekend here. No workers over here. Thank goodness. They're supposed to start. We start on Saturday because Saturday came by. Nobody here. I said, well, y'all just don't know. I don't even give a fuck at this point. The house is livable and habitable, and it might stay the way it is until whatever happens. No rush to start work on that damn attic. That I was trying to get the bathroom tiled and finished because that's the hardest part. Then I could slowly do everything else. I need a vacation too. What are y'all doing for July 4th weekend? Are you going on vacations? Are you having cookouts? Are you having fun? Are y'all doing something entertaining? I can cook out over here now. I got my grill outside. Let's go outside and check on the grill. Let's see. How do you turn this thing on? I don't even know how this thing works. Let's go check on the grill and see if the grill is outside. I need to clean that damn grill. It's hot out here too. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Let's look at the grill. See, there's my little barbecue grill. I think I'm going to crank that bad boy up. Let's see if it's clean out of there. No, it ain't clean. Just got to dump the charcoal out of there, so I'll probably come out here and dump the charcoal and scrape it and clean it. I got my charcoal and I need some food. Ooh, it's hot out here. I need to do some cleaning up out here, too. Under the umbrella. I should have been out here sitting under this. It's hot. F this shit. What is that? It's a little hot out here for me. See somebody floating around here. See, R. Kelly could have been outside enjoying all this. What was that? A damn bee came after my ass. R. Kelly could have been outside enjoying being outside and cooking outside and doing stuff, but he chose to go after little girls' vaginas. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know if these victims were all underage. Were they, y'all? Were his victims underage? Were they? Maybe y'all know more so than me. I'm just curious to know, were they underage? This thing is a mess over here. You know, you come outside, you look around, and say, shit, I gotta clean this shit up. Spider webs every damn where. Well, R. Kelly could have had a better, could be outside enjoying his weather. Ooh, it's a big bee. My ass back in the damn house. Killer bees. Woo, it's hot out there. Bee didn't come in with me, did it? It's hot out there. F that shit. Those hot dogs on that damn grill. Run my ass back in the damn house. I do want to grill something, but I don't know. It's hot out there, y'all. Fuck that damn grill. I might be doing shit on that damn grill. What the damn about that? I'm gonna take this dog out. Y'all don't shed no tears for R. Kelly. If R. Kelly is guilty of what they accused him of, he had ample opportunity to correct those mischievous deeds that he did. He had ample opportunity. He could have corrected it and had a normal life. Why he chose to continue down that path that he did is beyond me. Sexual addiction, these fetishes, he could have got help. He could have so much stuff that he could have done, but he didn't do. He didn't do it. So, I don't know what to say. You know, 30 years in prison is a long time. Did he do anything even really worth being 30 years? I'm going to have to really read up on to see what he was accused of doing. Maybe y'all will tell me what he did, because I don't really know. He just did some nigga shit. Look to y'all, maybe y'all can tell me, well, this is what R. Kelly did, Walter. He's deserving of this. We'd love to hear y'all's thoughts. Apparently, y'all thoughts about Walter. They said it there. Okay. Then he went after R. Kelly. R. Kelly went after himself with his foolishness. So R. Kelly gonna have to live with his foolish behavior that he did. That could have been avoided. The whole thing, him going to prison, jail, prison sentence, all this shit could have been avoided. Sure could have been. But he made the decision to do that. He made the decision. And he's going to have to live with it. well, behind bars. 30 years in prison. 30 years. And he's facing other charges and other federal charges. And if I'm correct, this is a federal court case. And he's facing other charges. Let me just see something. I could have sworn this was a federal court case. I could be wrong, though. Let's see. R. Kelly. Was this a federal court case? He was put on suicide watch after being sentenced to 30 years in prison. I can imagine. Yeah, these were federal charges. He was sentenced to 30 years on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. They put him on suicide watch. But his attorney said he's not suicidal. Well, I hate that R. Kelly, this happened to him. 30 years in prison is a long time. I wanted to even offer him a plea deal that he could have accepted for a lower sentencing, but he wouldn't be able to appeal he can appeal this decision. And he might win. Who knows? But anyway, today is Saturday, July 2nd. The year is 2022. I'm about to clean this beer, take a shower, and stay out. This heat is hot. Y'all, let me know what y'all doing this 4th of July weekend. I'm out of here. I look forward to reading y'all's comments about R. Kelly and his foolishness and what it did. I mean, it is what it is. Did he do it or he didn't do it? Did he deserve 30 years in prison? Who knows? I don't know the answer to that. But I look forward to reading y'all's comments, and I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.